Thousands of Extinction Rebellion protesters are gearing up for a dramatic occupation of the grounds surrounding Windsor Castle, directly challenging King Charles III. The demonstration is set to take place from August 30th to September 1st, and the group has invoked Charles's own writings to justify their actions. In his book, Harmony, written during his time as the Prince of Wales, Charles expressed a deep understanding of the planet's plight and the urgent need for societal change. Extinction Rebellion acknowledges that since ascending to the throne, the 75-year-old monarch has been less vocal about climate change. Nevertheless, they have invited Charles to join them for 3 days of beauty, community, action, and democracy. The group emphasizes that this peaceful event aims to bring together ordinary people fighting for climate justice, global justice, social justice, and justice for nature. Their primary demand is for an upgrade to the UK's democratic system, specifically the creation of a citizens' assembly focused on climate and ecological justice. Catherine Bartlett, a spokesperson for Extinction Rebellion, highlighted the symbolic significance of Windsor Castle, describing it as an embodiment of a broken and unjust system. She argued that the recent general election failed to address the urgent actions needed to tackle the climate and nature emergency. Bartlett criticized the influence of aristocrats, oligarchs, and corporate interests on politics and media, asserting that these forces have distorted the system for their own benefit. "Our politics is failing us from top to bottom. It's time for a democratic upgrade," Bartlett declared. "We demand better at all levels, from the head of state to local councils, but our central demand is for a citizens' assembly on climate and ecological justice, which is needed more urgently now than ever before." Extinction Rebellion informed King Charles of their plan on June 13, urging him to do everything in his power to facilitate the protest. In their letter, the group stated, "On the weekend of August 30th to September 1st, we will bring thousands to your door in Windsor to protest the failure of our government to act on the science of climate change and ecological collapse. We refuse to bequeath a dying planet to future generations by failing to act now. We act in peace, with ferocious love of these lands in our hearts. We act on behalf of life." The protest at Windsor Castle is part of a broader movement by Extinction Rebellion to push for more radical and immediate action on climate change. The group has gained international attention for its disruptive tactics, which include blocking roads, occupying public spaces, and staging dramatic demonstrations to draw attention to the climate crisis. Their aim is to force governments to take more aggressive steps to reduce carbon emissions and protect the environment. The choice of Windsor Castle as the site of the protest is particularly significant given its association with the British monarchy. By targeting this iconic location, Extinction Rebellion hopes to highlight the disconnect between the country's traditional power structures and the urgent need for climate action. The group's decision to quote from Charles's book, Harmony, is a strategic move designed to appeal to the monarch's previously expressed environmental concerns. As the protest dates approach, there is growing anticipation about how the event will unfold and what impact it will have on the public and political discourse around climate change in the UK. Extinction Rebellion's actions have often been controversial, with critics arguing that their disruptive tactics alienate potential supporters and cause unnecessary inconvenience. However, supporters of the group believe that such measures are necessary to spur meaningful change in the face of a rapidly worsening climate crisis. The upcoming occupation of Windsor Castle is expected to draw significant media attention, with many watching to see how the British authorities and the public respond. King Charles's reaction to the protest will also be closely scrutinized, given his historical advocacy for environmental issues and his current role as a figurehead of the nation. In summary, Extinction Rebellion's planned occupation of Windsor Castle represents a bold and provocative challenge to the British establishment. By directly appealing to King Charles and invoking his own writings on the environment, the group aims to underscore the urgent need for action on climate change. Whether or not this protest will lead to the creation of a citizens' assembly or other concrete measures remains to be seen, but it is clear that Extinction Rebellion is determined to keep the pressure on both the monarchy and the government to address the climate crisis head-on.